Hello students of class 8, this is your second chapter, physical quantities and measurement, and this is the first lecture. So in this video we are going to discuss what is density, and then we are going to determine the density of regular and irregular solids. Now let us discuss what is density. Density is mass per unit volume. Okay, suppose a substance having mass m kg and it has volume v meter cube, so density will be total mass of the body divided by volume of the body. So obviously in CGS system the unit of mass is gram and the unit of volume is centimeter cube. So in CGS unit of density will be gram per centimeter cube, and in SI system the unit of mass is kg and unit of volume is meter cube. So obviously the SI unit of density will be kg per meter cube. Now here there is a relation between CGS unit and SI unit of density. Now 1 gram per centimeter cube is equals to, we have to convert 1 gram into kg, so 1 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 3 kg. I have already converted 1 gram into kg. Now in the denominator we have to convert 1 centimeter cube into meter cube, so 1 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 6 meter cube. So the answer will come 1 gram per centimeter cube is equals to 10 cube or 1000 kg per meter cube. So suppose it is given that a density of a material is 5.6 gram per centimeter cube and tell the density in SI system. So just I have to multiply this numerical value with 1000 and change the unit into kg per meter cube. Okay. Now this is a small numerical. A piece of iron of volume 30 centimeter cube has mass 234 gram. Find the density in SI system. So let's find the density first. Total mass divided by total volume, so 234 gram divided by 30 centimeter cube, so it will come 7.8 gram per centimeter cube. Now to convert it into kg per meter cube we have to multiply it with 1000, so 7800 kg per meter cube is the answer of this question. Now next we are going to discuss the process how we can calculate density of a regular solid. So we know the formula of density is density equals to total mass divided by total volume. So first for that regular solid we have to calculate its mass, then its volume, then using the formula d equals to m by v we can easily calculate the density of that material. So for measure the mass we are using beam balance. Okay, you all know beam balance, that is used to measure the mass. Now for find the volume we can use the mathematical formula. Okay, I have already told this is regular solid. Regular solid means this is a specific geometrical shape which has specific volume. So if I have sufficient data, I am easily calculate the volume of that solid. Suppose in case of cube the volume will be side to the power 3. That means we know in case of cube there are length, breadth and height all are same, so that is called side. So if I know one side then I can calculate the volume of that cube. In case of cylinder, you know, this is the radius, this is basically a cylinder. You can tell that cylinder is basically can. Okay, you know the cold drinks can, that is a cold drinks can. Okay, so that is the radius r and height h. So the volume of cylinder will be pi r square h. Okay. Now in case of sphere, the volume will be 4/3 pi r cube, and where r is the radius of that sphere. Okay. Now after knowing the volume, we can use the formula D equals to m by v for calculate the density of that material. So that is easy. Now then, if we want to calculate the density of a irregular solid, suppose a stone, suppose we want to calculate the density of a irregular stone, some random stone. So that stone has no specific volume. We can measure the mass by using beam balance, that is easy, but finding the volume is the challenge here. So for find the volume in such irregular solids, we have to use some measuring device. So those type of measuring device are measuring cylinders and Eureka can. Basically those devices are used to measure the volume of liquid, but by indirect method we can calculate the volume of irregular solid by using those devices. Okay, now first discuss what is measuring cylinder. You know, in measuring cylinder, it is made up of glass or plastic, and it is graduated in milliliter with its zero mark at the bottom, and it's then gradually increase upwards, and we have measuring cylinders available in different capacities such as 50 milliliter, 100 milliliter, 200 milliliter, 500 milliliter, etc. like this. Okay. Then the second device is Eureka can. Eureka can is a device made of glass or plastic. This beaker with a side opening near to its mouth, it is known as spout. Okay, S-P-O-U-T, spout, and thus the beaker can contain a specific amount of liquid. When that specific amount exceed, then the liquid overflow through the spout. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the how to find the density of a irregular solid by using measuring cylinder. First we have to measure the mass of the irregular solid by using beam balance. Then take a measuring cylinder with partly filled water, then make a note of the upper level of water. Suppose it is V1 ml. Then tie the irregular solid with a thread and gently lower the solid in the water of measuring cylinder. Okay, you have to take care that no water splashes out from the measuring cylinder. Okay, then note the volume again. Suppose it is V2 ml. So the volume of solid will be V2 minus V1 ml, that is also equals to V2 minus V1 centimeter cube. So now the density will be m divided by v. So we got volume of the solid here V2 minus V1 centimeter cube, and at first we have already measured the mass by using beam balance. So put those value here and we can easily find out the density of the solid. Okay. Now the second method is by using Eureka can. Now take a Eureka can and place it on a table, then pour water in the Eureka can until it starts overflowing. Okay. So after filling the Eureka can up to spout, then place a measuring cylinder under the spout of the Eureka can. Then tie the irregular solid with a thread and immerse the solid gently in the water of the Eureka can. Then the solid displaces equal amount of water of its volume. So the same amount of volume of water just overflows through the spout of the Eureka can and gets collected in the measuring cylinder, which is placed just below the spout. Okay. Then note the volume of the water in that measuring cylinder. Suppose that is V centimeter cube. Okay. So that is the volume of the irregular solid, V centimeter cube, and then you calculate the mass of the irregular solid by using beam balance. Then use the formula D equals to m by V, and we can easily get the density of that irregular solid. Okay. Thank you.